In the fast-paced world of digital assets, one name is currently capturing the spotlight. XRP has staged a significant rally, emerging as a top mover among major altcoins. In the last 24 hours alone, the asset has recorded a remarkable surge of over 10%, signaling strong bullish momentum and renewed investor confidence. But what is XRP? Launched in 2012, it was designed to facilitate low-cost and near-instantaneous cross-border payments. Living on the decentralized XRP ledger, its primary goal has always been to offer a more efficient alternative to the traditional banking system and even other major cryptocurrencies. Several key factors are fueling this powerful ascent. Market-wide optimism is growing around the potential approval of a spot XRP exchange-traded fund, or ETF. Such a development would open the floodgates for institutional investment, adding significant legitimacy and liquidity. Increased trading volumes and a spike in activity from large holders have also created a perfect storm for this price explosion. Analysts are watching closely, with many updating their forecasts. With favorable regulatory wins and growing institutional interest, many experts believe XRP is well-positioned for substantial growth. Projections that once seemed ambitious are now part of a serious conversation, as the token continues to outperform market expectations. This recent performance has been nothing short of exceptional, solidifying XRP's position as a major player in the crypto space. While the future looks bright, investors should always remember the inherent volatility of the market. For now, all eyes remain on XRP as it continues its impressive journey. XRP is on an absolute tear, smashing through resistance levels and painting the charts green. In a stunning display of market strength, the digital asset has rocketed to an impressive 198, leaving investors and analysts buzzing with excitement. What's behind this monumental surge, and what could be next for one of crypto's most watched coins? We're diving deep into the data, the catalysts, and the future projections for XRP. The recent price action for XRP has been nothing short of spectacular. After a period of consolidation, the asset has broken out with significant momentum, firmly establishing its current standing around the $1.98 mark. Looking at the charts over the last quarter, a clear and powerful uptrend is visible. This isn't just a fleeting pump, it's a sustained rally built on increasing volume and strong buyer conviction. Each minor dip has been quickly bought up, indicating a robust support level and a market that is hungry for more. This positive momentum signals a major shift in sentiment, turning previous resistance into a new foundation for potential future growth. The climb to 198 represents a key psychological and technical milestone, positioning XRP for what could be its next major leg up. So, what's fueling this incredible price surge? A confluence of powerful factors is at play, creating a perfect storm for bullish activity. First and foremost, the ongoing developments in the SEC case against Ripple have provided a significant boost of confidence. Every piece of news that points towards a favorable outcome for Ripple has been met with a positive market reaction, as legal clarity is seen as the key to unlocking XRP's full potential. Beyond the courtroom, Ripple has continued to forge strategic partnerships with major financial institutions and banks around the world. These collaborations underscore the real-world utility of XRP for cross-border payments, reinforcing its fundamental value proposition. This combination of increasing legal optimism and expanding real-world adoption has ignited a wave of bullish sentiment across the entire market, drawing in new and old investors alike. With the price now hovering near the coveted $2 mark, all eyes are on the future. What does the road ahead look like for XRP? The outlook is filled with both tantalizing possibilities and inherent risks. On the optimistic side, many analysts are setting their sights on ambitious targets, with some projections pointing towards $3, $5, or even higher in the long term, especially if a positive resolution to the SEC case is achieved. A clear legal framework in the United States could open the floodgates for institutional adoption and relisting on major exchanges, potentially catapulting the price to unprecedented levels. However, it's crucial to remain grounded. The crypto market is notoriously volatile, and XRP is no exception. A negative turn in the legal battle, A broader market downturn or unforeseen regulatory hurdles could quickly reverse the current trend. Investors should be prepared for potential downward paths and significant price corrections along the way. In summary, XRP's powerful ascent to 198 is a story of legal hope, expanding utility, and resurgent market confidence. The combination of positive developments in the SEC case and strategic global partnerships has created a potent catalyst for growth. While the future holds immense potential for further gains, the path is also fraught with risks inherent to the volatile world of cryptocurrency. As the digital asset stands at this critical juncture, the coming weeks and months will be pivotal in determining its long-term trajectory. Remember, the information presented here is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions.
In a landmark development for the entire cryptocurrency industry, the long and arduous legal battle between the US Securities and Exchange Commission and Ripple Labs has officially concluded. After nearly 5 years of litigation that cast a long shadow over the digital asset space, both parties have jointly agreed to withdraw all remaining appeals, bringing one of the most consequential disputes in crypto history to a definitive end. This resolution cements a pivotal 2023 court ruling and provides long-awaited clarity on the legal status of the XRP token. The saga began in December 2020, when the SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple and its top executives, alleging that they had raised over $1.3 billion through an unregistered, ongoing digital asset securities offering by selling XRP. The SEC's core argument was that XRP should be classified as a security and therefore subject to strict federal disclosure and registration laws. This move sent shockwaves through the market, causing XRP's value to plummet and leading major exchanges to delist the token, effectively freezing it out of the US market. The central question was whether a digital token, created and distributed by a private company, constituted an investment contract under the Howey test, a legal standard established by the Supreme Court in 1946. The turning point came in July 2023 when a US district court issued a groundbreaking summary judgment. The court made a crucial distinction. It ruled that Ripple's direct sales of XRP to institutional investors did constitute the sale of unregistered securities. However, in a massive victory for Ripple, the court found that programmatic sales of XRP on public exchanges to retail traders did not qualify as securities transactions. The judge reasoned that these buyers did not have the same expectation of profiting from Ripple's efforts, as they did not know who they were buying the token from. This ruling affirmed that the XRP token in itself is not a security. Following this partial victory, the SEC's path to a successful appeal became significantly more challenging. Both the SEC and Ripple filed a joint motion to dismiss their respective appeals, making the 2023 judgment final and binding. In a statement, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse hailed the conclusion as a long overdue surrender by the SEC and a historic victory for Ripple and the entire crypto industry. With its legal status in the US clarified, exchanges have moved to relist XRP, and its utility in cross-border payments can be pursued without regulatory fear. This case sets a vital precedent, offering a potential framework for how other digital assets may be viewed by US regulators, and providing a measure of confidence for an industry that has long operated in a grey area. The end of the SEC-Ripple war marks not just the closing of a case file, but the beginning of a new, clearer chapter for the future of digital finance in the United States.